Welcome to Comic Construction. Let's check out the build, art, and story of G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero Silent Missions, Volume 1, created by Larry Hama, Steve Lealoha, Phil Hester, Dan Waters, Leonardo Romero, Andrew Cronk, and Wes Craig, published by Image Skybound. And I do hope I pronounced Andrew's last name correctly. This is a trade paperback at 6 5/8 by 10 1/4 inches and has 136 pages. The cover has 4-color printing with a spot gloss varnish over the logo and title text, and it also has a dull coating all over the cover. And by title text, I do mean this little label up here that looks like one of those old school like label machines where it would like actually indent the labels. On the back cover, the spot varnish is used on the illustrations. The book has perfect binding, as you would expect from a trade paperback, and the interior sheet is a thick newsprint similar to the softcover compendium volumes. I didn't know that was the case when I bought it. I ordered this for in-store pickup at Powell's because it was out of stock there. So that was a pleasant surprise. And the book is very light due to this paper stock. The art is really nice throughout. Larry Hama's breakdowns, as inked by Steve Lealoha, is great, even better than I realized as a kid. And out of the new chapters, Phil Hester and Danny are the standouts. Hester's use of layout is just outstanding. Like, that use of negative space is just really, really cool. And Danny's work is very graphic and kinetic. It definitely reminds me of Frank Miller's work in Sin City, probably because I feel like Jinx sort of moves through the environment like in a similar way to Miho, and also just the large black areas. That just really kind of feels very Frank Miller to me. G.I. Joe 21 is a classic comic from the 80s, which didn't use words or thought balloons. The history is interesting, and I will cover that in an upcoming video because I have a special book coming in that would allow me to talk about that. Silent Missions Volume 1 collects that issue, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, issue 21, Silent Interlude, plus the recent Silent Mission miniseries with stories focusing on Beachhead, Jinx, Spirit, Roadblock, and Duke. All of the stories are fun and interesting to varying degrees. Of course, issue 21 is a masterpiece. Hama and Lealoha tell so much story through visuals alone. This issue really challenged the comic book form in the 80s. The issue with Beachhead is a great look at fighting behind enemy lines, and Jinx's story is a wonderful tale of infiltrating hostile base. I would easily recommend all of the stories, but I do have to admit that the Duke story by Wes Craig probably is a little too layered for the silent form. Craig really commits to the story, but it is a little confusing at some points just because I think he's trying to tell too complex a story for this form. It's always interested me in how much more effort silent issues demand from the reader. It's really a unique form of comic book storytelling. So will it stay or will it go? This is a small trade that I really enjoyed, so it's a keeper. Even if these stories are eventually woven into upcoming deluxe hardcover books, those books will likely be printed on coated paper, and I really love these comics printed on matte paper. Thanks for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and share with a friend.